because I'm not paying you. I understand you're doing it for you, ultimately, without a question, just like if it was sobriety. It's your sobriety, not mine, you know? So, but what you're doing directly affects me because I'm an American as well. And it affects me because I now have the knowledge that I gained from the video to now understand more about my rights and do research. And if I'm in a position that you were in, I can handle it maybe the same way you did. That's what I get out of that.
And that's I think the most important thing to realize, though, is that you don't have any rights that you're not willing to defend. And so what it really comes down to is the only way to defend your rights is when people are greater force than the person who's trying to take them from you. And so when you understand that, then it really comes down to when somebody starts pushing you out of a public building and telling you can't be here, the only way to actually stand up for your rights is to physically push back. And I'll tell you what, I'm not going to do it.
See, the problem I have...
That's why I tell people, all I'm doing is documenting
Trump already close up Trumpy now. Jimmy plays bag tag with GD.
I'm not trying to actually
I fucking love me some Trump Tower, man. He's funny.
Because I believe that I'm supposed to have rights, but my masters aren't going to respect those rights. They're going to use whatever amount of force they want to take them away. And I'm not going to physically defend them. That's just the fact of the matter.
So James, do you think that when you come in contact with law enforcement on today's basis, that they look at you different than they would the next person walking by they don't know?
Yes,
they know you?
Absolutely.
So there you are. You have fought for your rights. Your rights are being respected.
To some extent, maybe. Yeah, I'd say so. To some extent, when they don't know me, then they'll still try to. But I mean, my rights are still violated too. You see it. And
Hayden says,
of the time,
James just nailed it. People don't have rights, and fighting for them is silly.
There's still some really good auditors out there. I know the guy and his son. I watched a lot of them out there. I watch a lot of Batos. I can never say his name, but you guys know who I'm trying to say.
Julie Barnett says, Jim, you're full of it. You and other frauders are in public buildings that cause disturbance.
I found a lot of smaller channels that are coming in that are doing it well, that are keeping their...
Shelley says, James Freeman, why did you decline going on the ride-along with the cop?
Watch a lot of his, and, for right now, I'm taking everything at face value. I haven't done no research on them as individuals, it's all good to me. You know what I mean? If they're right now in their life, if they're doing what they're supposed to do.
I laugh my ass off. She thinks she's a comedian, huh?
I'd like to see that maybe later get back in the game a little bit.
Hell no.
Trumpy says, Shelly, eat a bag of D.
I'll be honest with you, I don't want to be associated with this so-called 1-8 community. From all the scamming and shit that I've seen, and that I've been a part of.
Shelly, go back to your boyfriend, shit, Brian.
I don't want to be part of that.
I guess the problem is that you are lumping yourself in with a community.
HP says, Shelly, why don't you answer my question?
Right? No, I haven't either, James. I haven't either. People have looked me there, and I don't want people to look me there.
That's fine, but I stay out of most of this stuff. I don't even know when people are trash talking me because I don't care. I always tell people when people say, "Hey, are you this? Are you that?" I say, "No, I'm James." When people say, "Hey, but James, as a part of this community," and I always say, "What community?" Well, James, as a part of this movement, what fucking movement? I'm not a part of any of your shit. I'm showing you the downfall while doing my best to stand for my individual rights. Individual.
The biggest struggle
Shelly says, only you put up an emo for D's, Trumpy.
The biggest... Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Quiver. Go ahead, man.
My bad. The biggest problem I have is that if I've interacted with 100 police in my lifetime, all 100 of them were good. And if I've been into 100 county or city or state buildings, I've never had a bad experience going into those buildings. So I can't relate what you guys are talking about my freedoms being taken away. I struggle when I watch some of the people, like, they go into the post office to get that interaction. They can't get an interaction just for...
Fuck, I'm out of the post office.
They have to, like...
Of course, I didn't do what Tony and Miss Guardian did. He went there like for 20 and 30 minutes.
You have to agitate to get...
Glenn out of USA did that. He went there 30 minutes. I went there for like 5 minutes. I just want to get the footage,
I think that...
see if anybody respect my right. I wasn't going to put a camera's face course, I got a little backlash from it, but still, you know, I was on there for like 5 minutes.
Point out some things in your life where you realize that your rights are violated on a daily basis.
Of course, when this pandemic shit blows over, I'm going to audit a couple post office again.
But I'm sure that you can pick something out in your life. Maybe it's land taxes that you're paying. I'm sure you can pick something though.
Well, I told you about when I was sick for 2 weeks and I didn't mow my lawn, so that they put a letter on my door, kind of a thing.
And there you go. There it is right there. Honestly, man, the reason I've started mowing out and nitpicking, looking for stupid bullshit that these people might be violating is because I got tired of seeing them do it. Not even so much to me. They did it to me a couple of times. But I'm seeing them do it to so many people.
HB says, Shelly, do you enjoy slapping people in the face, bully?
Non-violent criminals, not even criminals.
Trumpy says, Shelly, get your knee pads.
I mean, there's definitely reason, in my opinion, to hassle them. But I definitely see your point of view, too, though, where it's like, man, this is all you can do. You got to go in there and try to trigger people. It would be nice if I could always fix myself.
I'm not going to lie, James, I'm not going to lie. I was surprised to hear that your individual movement started from RVs.
Miss Joe says, using the first logic of all cops are bad. Shouldn't we all think all otters are bad?
I mean, the most arbitrary bullshit.
Nurex says, Shelly's here. Hey, Shelly, your boyfriend Brian threatened to dox me and my family because my daughter told him to stick an onion in his eyes. Is that a good reason?
Do you have anything to say?
Well, I mean, I pretty much covered it. You know, as far as these motherfuckers going in there and picking a reaction, it happens a lot. I've been with people that they'll go in there and they'll film like a police station and they'll film through the glass the dispatch, and the dispatch will acknowledge them, ask if they need help, and they say no, whatever, and then the dispatch will go back to doing what they're doing, and then all of a sudden...
Yeah, he says an onion in each eye. Ouch.
Quit pecking on the fucking window. And you know, and I still do, well, I consider my activism work. I don't call it First Amendment, or it's my activism. I do a lot of different stuff. I still do it. I just don't do it so much on YouTube because, unfortunately, it does put a target on your back. And they do take things away from you. I mean, I've had a lot of shit taken from me because of what I've done. It's a hell of a target. I used to encourage people to pick up a camera or to go out and do something, get public records. I discourage you now. I mean, I don't want you to. Because if you don't have a record, you will have. That's the fucking honest truth.
Well, you can see that, right? Like,
you know, Andrew makes a good point like that. Sometimes, you know, if you start doing enough audits like that, and if you get spotlight on the cops, you know, you're going to be a target. They're going to start looking at you, and they're going to find, and eventually they're going to find reason to, you know, jam you up and arrest you.
I mean, I've driven by a cop 1,000 times without a seatbelt on and not gotten a single ticket. That dude's got like 45.
I mean, shit, I was waiting for the bus one day, and the fucking next thing I know, I had two cops question me.
Yeah. They're not.
Now, do I think that there was a bogus, someone using a bogus,
so clearly, once they know,
yeah, using 911, I don't know.
They're going to target you more for sure.
They will.
I had a couple peers that maybe it's a bigger conspiracy. Maybe you're just targeted because you did a couple cop watches. That's possible, but who knows?
Bro, a $325 ticket for a dirty license plate. Sitting in the courtroom, I got a peg on my shoulder that had a gun on. Pulled me in the hallway, handcuffed me, took me to jail for failure to appear.
While you were in the courtroom?
Yeah, I was sitting in the courtroom.
Huh.
Yeah, I had a bond out on $325 bond. Imagine that. The amount of the ticket. I spent 2 years fighting a fraudulent case before they finally dropped it. Targets are real.
I was just gonna start listing some charges.
You did all of them though, Jim.
Yeah, I don't want to list my charges. I've done already.
I've got charges, my drug possession charges.
Trumpy says, Jimmy, did GD give you permission to sit here all night? Shot face.
I pled guilty on, that's because I was fucking guilty. I'm a man, I'll stand up and tell you if I'm guilty or not. Period. I don't have to, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and bullshit you, because honestly, guys, I mean, y'all are on the internet. I don't know y'all.
You're guilty of what?
Sorry.
You're guilty of what?
I said if I've been guilty, I was guilty of a drug possession charge. And I pled guilty to it.
So there was no victim, so you're not actually guilty of anything. All right,
well,
cool.
you're okay, you're right in that extent, but unfortunately, the state claims themselves as a victim, and the state are claiming to be the people, so the people are the victim. That's how they get away with that. I can go into a whole hour-long story about how that works, and it's bullshit. Don't get me twisted, it's bullshit. But what are you gonna do, James? I mean,
Complete
James, Shelley had a question for you in the chat, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask it for her. Why did you not accept the ride along that you were offered?
HB says, Shelley, for someone who was so excited for Freeman to be on her channel, you're hunting him down with questions over and over.
I'm not.
HB says, Shelley is a bully.
That's probably it. That's the question Shelley asked me.
First off, if a cop offers for me to literally jump in his car right here and right now and go do a ride along with him while I live stream, I'm down to do that. I'm not doing anything through their system, period.
Right.
If he says, come fill out some paperwork, give me your ID, let's do a background check. The thing is, it's a matter of principle to me. You guys all have my background. Every single one of you can go and pull it up in about 10 seconds. That's not the point. I'm not going through their crap. If you want to be a genuine human being and one-on-one as a human being,
you said you don't fight.
Man, I've seen what you do.
Well, why did you fight that cop with your last with? You wanted it.
You know, my perspective. I'd say, sure, I'm going to jump in the car with you. I'm going to live stream it. No cutting, no editing. Let's go do this.
Shelley says, he was okay. You care, right?
You know what's funny, James, is I've had there's a cop here in Jinx, Oklahoma, where I'm at. And he's Chief. His name's Cameron. Chief Cameron. He's a pretty decent guy. I mean, I've gotten along with him. I've seen him get on his officers for fucking up and shit like that. I mean, he's a decent dude. But I was going to ride along. And of course, I went ahead and filled out the paperwork. I did. I gave him my license. And they denied me because I'm on probation. Okay. For a non-violent crime.
They definitely would have denied me because I was under felony indictment in Leon Valley as well.
Well, what I'm getting at is he begged me to do this. Begged me. But now I can't.
Yep. You went through all his formalities and then he said, no, never mind.
Because he said, I really would like to show the rest of everybody, because he knows what I've done. He knows exactly who I was. He knows exactly, I mean, he watches my videos. He's in my chats 90% of the time. He goes, I want to show the other side. I want to do this. Well, if you wanted to do it so bad, then you would have made it happen.
The thing is, cops has been showing us, I mean, there's been TV stations and TV shows that have been showing us for decades what they want to show us. They've already gotten their narrative out there. What we're doing is brand new. It's brand new that people are getting to see the other side of the coin. They've seen the cops' perspective.
Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, and plus you see all these TV shows like Law and Order, Criminal Minds, Chicago PD, Blue Bloods, all that stuff.
Suck my dick. All right, thank you.
And fuck Brian Sessions.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck Brian Sessions. Say it, Freeman. Say it. Fuck Brian Sessions. Say it now.
Nope.
No.
Not saying it. Brian
remember back in the old days, early 90s, LA Law? Oh, yeah.
Hi, my name is James, and fuck fucking Brian Sessions.
Fuck Brian Sessions!
That sounded more like news now, Pat.
I got something for Brian Sessions. Hey, check this out.
He actually told me earlier, James, like, fuck that James Freeman, I'll fuck that fucker up. I took up for you, James. I was like, you don't talk to James like that.
I said, you don't call my friend a
Woo, that was a good one, too. Gotta get the fucking air wick on that bitch.
and then what happened is he says, well, I heard James Freeman eat shit sandwiches, and I looked at him in the face and said, no, he doesn't eat bread. No, I said that.
He's gluten-free, bitch.
He's gluten-free.
Horrible liars. Come on, Bobby.
It's going to turn out partially true, but you hit the nail right on the head at it. I don't eat bread.
I'm just saying, I took up for you, and I can't believe you won't say fuck Brian. So we'll get you there, though. We'll get you there, no problem.
Yep.
I really need to bone up on Leon Valley. I hear about it all the time. I have no idea.
Can I say my fuck Brian Sessions?
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
You know, one of the biggest reasons that you don't know about the original Leon Valley is because a lot of the videos and live streams disappeared. I live streamed for like 2 days straight almost.
Yes,
probably 100 hours of live streaming. My entire channel was taken down right after Leon Valley. And besides that, it is such a big story that really what needs to be done is a professionally made 2-hour documentary. And it needs to be done after it's over because it's not even over yet.
Hey, I want to show everybody something.
Are you the guy to do that, James? Or is that, I mean, like, when I think of like a documentary like that, I think of like Gavin Sine or someone like that. And you remind me somewhat of him.
Yeah, that's because I came up watching him. Another reason that I started uploading to YouTube, because I was doing a little bit of stuff, just not recording it and uploading it to YouTube. And then
You'll see that.
after they bullied Gavin Syme out of the country, I decided, I'll start uploading.
What is it? Is it aliens?
No, it's